everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Planet Coaster. On the last episode, we built the SkyTrain. Will it ever actually get anybody to ride it? Remains to be seen. Right now, people are saying, looks too gentle for me. I think that's fair. Lifetime guess 0. Also fair. Average speed, 28 miles an hour. Nothing wrong with that. We could add, you know what? Yeah, there you go. Add some music. Adventure Coaster. No, don't refresh user music folder. That's fine. Operations, train speed. I'm not going to crank that up. That just seems like a bad idea. Car color? Yeah, why not? There you go. Throw a little green and blue and then, you know, black on it or something. That looks lovely. That looks fantastic. How do we see the track scenery rating? Thought maybe that was in like live data or something like that. But in the end, well, you know what? It might be tied to the station, actually. Let me think. Stations, station 10. Results, track scenery rating low. Okay, so I'm thinking, what if we throw down some beautiful scenery? And this is like definitely space themed. So you know what 4 elements we're gonna, you know, draw on here. We got this crashed mutt right here, which we'll throw down. Track scenery rating low. What's the Q rating for the station, though? 68%, getting a little better. Deep space stuff. Oh, did someone just get on the ride? Or did they just walk over here? I'm very confused. Either way, this is my priority right now. And it takes as long as it takes. 93 scenery rating. Track scenery rating is low, though. So I don't know, maybe, what if we take the deep space stuff and we kind of build... Does it not fit? It's one of the annoying things, is like, it looks like it's gonna fit when you're moving your mouse, but then it's like, nah. When you stop moving your mouse, it's like, are you kidding me? Of course that's not gonna work. Alright, we're gonna have 2 dueling mutts at the entrance here. They're gonna shoot their lasers. Track scenery rating low? You drive through some freaking dueling robots when you come out of this section here. The Q rating has got to be amazing, though. It's up to, well, I guess these don't count as being affecting the Q, which is sensible. This is okay. You know, I got some other ideas. What are we gonna do? We're gonna pull some land up at the edges here, and that way, when you come through this section, you're like, "Whoa, dude! I'm in a tunnel." And I think that's gonna be that's gonna be a major draw. Yeah, like in this section, you're like, "Whoa, dude! We're actually passing through the center of the Earth. That's sick." Oh! Somebody's getting on. They love it. They're gonna go to a different section of the park. It's gonna change their lives. Here they go. Here they go. But here they go, though. Yo, send these people on their way! They've done nothing wrong! I wonder if we can actually just terraform this, like, disgustingly. This is hideous. I love it. Why do I love it? I don't know, honestly. It's like, if you're rich enough to get a priority pass, you should also go on the monorail and just be completely shielded from the remaining aspects of the park. Also, now the lunch loser, I don't even know, man. Puts you through a scary-ass tunnel here. That's pretty sweet. Did the fear rating on the lunch loser go up as a result of that? I love how I didn't even have to close the ride to play God. The lunch loser has broken down. That does not really seem like a surprise in the present moment. I love how my intentions were pure, and now I've created a monorail that takes people from one section of the park nobody visits to another section of the park nobody visits. So that was a really good use of company resources, I'd say. Alright, Spaghetti Island. Now you travel through the side of a mountain. This is hideous? I'm not trying to suggest this is not hideous, by the way. Anyone get off? Nobody's on the train, huh? I don't understand how the track scenery rating can still be low. We gotta have, like, fire shooting everywhere when you go through it? We're lucky, actually, that we can operate this at a loss. Give me we'll just search sparks. Sparks and lasers. These are the big ones here. So you know what? Yeah. Just put it on the track. Anybody? Nobody. That's alright. I'm not easily dissuaded. I would have thought that going inside of this mountain would be worth something, but I'll tell you what. What if, when you go into the mountain, it shoots fire at you? How are you going to feel about that? You're probably going to feel like substantially worse than you did before. How's that for track scenery? Is there someone on that, or do we have a monorail driver? I want this to be driverless. That's part of the thrill. Track scenery rating low. Are you kidding me, man? Okay, well, it looks too gentle for you. How about this shit? How about we crank up the, well, I think we have to go, actually, to the overall ride. Crank up the speed. 55 miles an hour. It plays music. It goes... Woo! People are getting on. This is it. This is the dream. Look, it's a long walk to get on the monorail. It takes almost as long to walk onto the monorail as it does to walk to the other section of the park. Did these people actually just walk down here? And then... You gotta be kidding me. It didn't even ride the monorail? I can't believe... They just walked in and then got off at the exit! How is that supposed to help me at all? Well, okay, well, honestly... Despite the fact that we built a lot of, like, really unprofitable rides recently, like the Dinner Demolisher had 0 guests last month. Is this a person who would like to ride my roller coaster? Do we just need to add another roller coaster here, or are we reaching the point of absurdity where I'm like, you know, no matter how many extra roller coasters you throw down, it doesn't matter that much. In the interim period, I'm going to research. I'm going to research some new coasters, and I'm going to do so in order to hopefully get some of these extra coasters unlocked that other people have made. Like, I know I would like Malf's coaster to be in my park. So we're going to spend $2 grand a month on research, and I don't think that's unrealistic right now. It's been a little while since we looked at park management. 2% of people are unhappy. Everybody else loves it. The queue for Fruit of the Flume is full, but guest happiness is like, it's a pretty lovely situation right now. We haven't hired new janitors recently. We haven't ever upgraded our vendors. And I don't know, like, something about upgrading a vendor just feels weird to me, but I guess there might be a valid reason for it. So let's, you know, we got cash. Let's spend the cash. Again, I don't know what the vendors do, except for, like, having maybe extra happiness when you train them. I mean, they're not, like, business owners. They don't own these locations, so... It's not like they're taking profits. I guess I would like them to have a higher salary, and I would like them to feel happier in their jobs. But it's hard, you know. This is what it's like running a business, I imagine. Everybody wants, you know, across-the-board wage increases. That's not easy to do. It's not an easy sell. Hey. All the vendors are happy, though, because all the ones who are unhappy have quit. The lunch loser is broken down. That really provides, like, still all of the money we make on a on an annual basis, or a monthly basis, I should say. So I'm just going through and I'm making all the vendors happier. And I don't know what a happier vendor does, but I'm hoping that they'll take this opportunity to upsell people on some fucking Cosmic Cow milkshakes, you know? And honestly, if there's anything in Planet Coaster that I've gotten decent at, and I don't know if there is, It's really managing the financial aspect, which I sucked at forever. And I know that the financial aspect is considered kind of like the trivial element of the game. But at the same time, there should be a way to just, like, crank up a slider and give everybody, like, pre-programmed increases when they get leveled up. Because, like, I don't really want to do this every single time that we want to level up all of our vendors. In fact, we probably don't need to do that. Maybe this is just like, you know, it's our own choice whether or not we want to even worry about stuff like this. But, you know, if vendors are unhappy and they have the opportunity to be trained, it really feels like we should be training them. Otherwise, it's like a missed opportunity, right? Your name is Lolo? That's not my name. They call me Lolo. They call me Emmett Curry. That's not my... You get the idea. Okay. Q? Skytrain Q? Dude, some people are taking the monorail. That's like all I can ask. We could also connect this path to the Skytrain, but that seems bad to me. Is that garbage? Or is that a bird? People are actually using it to get from the section of the park that nobody visits to the section of the park that everybody visits. And that's like the exact opposite of what I requested. So I'm not feeling great about my decision at the present moment. But you know, the maintenance guy, he still visits. He brings us flowers from time to time. It's gonna take like 3 months for us to get to the point where we can actually check out those new coasters. Let me look at my blueprints here and see. Hang time is garbage. Never build it. Jason with LTI's commute. These are mine. Loopy Momo. We haven't built Loopy Momo yet. We can put that down like on the cheap, man. Whoa, it's a compact coaster that looks pretty darn cool. Well done, Kate. And again, we're just gonna throw it over here. The idea being that we can, you know, drive demand to this section of the park a little bit more by doing so, and we'll just, well, I guess place an entrance and an exit first. This coaster had good ratings as well. I think this is just, like, we're getting to the point where it's clear that this park is just, like, hideously designed. And it's probably my problem, as opposed to a problem with the game. I can live with that. I think that's a reasonable assumption to make. We also, like, are basically making a new area of the park for every single roller coaster that we put down. And that might be overkill. Really? Oh, you can just build it over top there. Okay. That might be overkill, but, like, I want the roller coasters to have space because, you know, they're big. Loopy Momo will still have a priority pass. I left some space for us to expand there as well. And there's a really nice area in the middle there for, like, queue scenery. We're just done? We can't place... Okay, I guess we're done with paths. We've used all of the stone in the known world. We've got to conquer some new lands in order to be able to build some more paths here. The American Arrow 2. How many American Arrow roller coasters do I have in this park now? It's like 15. But you know what? At least we got some unified theme. We do have a trash can in the middle of the area there. Loopy Momo 2. And you know what? Do we need a priority pass for this? We might as well. Like, I'm getting lazy with it. I'm like, I don't need a priority pass. It's not like the priority passes do anything for me anyway. Yo, don't get mad. Get glad, buddy. And then get no-scoped. That's why I'm the #1 influencer on Twitch and or YouTube. Timely references. Look at this. First off, you're wealthy, so we're going to elevate you above the population. And then I'm going to slowly guide you, oh god, into the path of the oncoming train. And if you survive the gauntlet of the oncoming train, then you have my privilege to ride Loopy Momo 2. Maybe it doesn't even need to be I might have raised it one level too high. It doesn't really matter. I'm begging you. Straight piece of track. Straight piece of track. It exists. Straight piece of track. Beautiful. The most beautiful I've ever built. Sure, test the ride. We will ride it ourselves, but while it's testing first, I'm just going to throw down some wonderful scenery. A watery grave. That's what happens to you if you ride this and you're ill-prepared. And then if you make it back down the other side, you know, there's a little fairy tale fountain for you. This ride's all about water for some reason. And then you know what? There's also like a prospector over here saying there's gold in them hills. Ride camera. Let's do it. Well, okay. This is speed 3, so it's like a little disgusting. But there we go. Let's take it back to speed 1. And we'll go on a little Loopy Momo ride here and see how this works. It's got some wonderful music. Can't deny that. It's a more novel coaster than I've ever built. There's no question about that. Here we go. Let's ride it. I don't like riding lift hills, so we're gonna skip through that. Almost sounded like the Whirly Rig song and gave me like a little PTSD. Has there ever been a theme park more dense in terms of its roller coasters than this one? This is like a roller coaster metropolis. Oh, I like they give you like a little drop as you go through the looping figure 8 section there. How do you do this without making people nauseous? I don't understand. I appreciate, but I don't understand. Alright, it's open for business now. Loopy Momo 2. Our 15th roller coaster that we expect to be a savior and drive demand in this section of the park. It's gonna happen one day, dude. We built the monorail. We built Rob's Redemption. What else do we need over here? I mean, probably a bathroom wouldn't hurt. Throw down some pirate toilets. But here's the ticket. If you get on the pirate toilets, you gotta ride a roller coaster. I know that that's unconstitutional, but it's the darn truth. I saw that some other people, like, I think Nick has opened, or he's put a garden in the Steam Workshop. I gotta check that out, because really, right now, this park is just a smattering of roller coasters, and hideously, like, mashed together without any other overriding theme. And that's how I choose to live my life, and that's, you know, my own failing, without a doubt. We already have an ATM, the Caribbean ATM over here. Even though it's probably not going to make any money, I think we should try throwing down like a very small Cosmic Cow drink shop. You know, just throw a drink shack. The drink shacks always do well. I think we had one here, didn't we? And then we just got rid of it, but we'll throw a drink shack down regardless, you know? And then maybe benches are the ticket to our success. Maybe I've been an idiot and have not paid enough attention to benches. And for all the, like, ridiculously bad things that are going on in this park right now, the fact that nobody rides, you know, the millions and millions of dollars of roller coasters that I built here, you got to admit, for whatever reason, we keep getting more traffic. I mean, I guess it's fruit of the flume. Should really just build like 1,000 flume rides and then, you know, watch the money roll in. We should put like food stores inside of the lines. And maybe that's the secret right there, but let's check out our overview right now. Connie is pretty displeased. What's your problem, Connie? I think I deserve a raise. You know what? You are level 2. I should have given you a raise earlier. That's my mistake. No, we do want to be in park management. Overview. The queue for Fruit of the Flume is full, but guest happiness is loved. And actually, we did complete research that I have been ignoring. Tiamat. I don't even want to know. And the Pioneer Coaster. That looks... I don't even know. It's like a store. Can you sit in its saddlebags while you ride? Do we have access to any other new blueprints now? I don't believe so. The heck? Like... There's so many research projects that these guys took advantage of. Phenomenal speed? Maybe that's the last one. Maybe that's the one that, you know, is worth all the marbles. I think I'm gonna raise the price. Yeah, we can get away with it. People really, like, they're loving Spaghetti Island again. I don't know why. I don't know what about Spaghetti Island did it, but they're into it. I think we're pretty close to approaching the point at which I have to realize that this entire section of the park is a disaster. But I'm gonna consider it almost just like split testing. So we've tested the idea that coasters drive demand. It appears to not be the case. I got a lot of flack for putting all the coasters down where demand was, because people were like, that just makes for worse demand in the future. And that may well be true, but at the same time, when we put good coasters, like these coasters have good ratings, when we put them down in a section of the park no one visits, it just never, like, there's no trickle down. It very rarely seems to percolate out and help out, but maybe it's because, and by maybe I mean genuinely maybe, people are gonna be like, of course this is the reason, but I don't know, you know, you gotta, part of the thing with learning a new game that has a lot of systems is figuring out, you know, how those systems interact with one another. Maybe it's because my paths are designed so hideously, and my park is just designed really poorly from a human management standpoint. I accept that. I can live with that idea. That doesn't bother me. We can always, you know, do better next time. It's gonna be really tough to, like, refactor this park on the fly, but we can do better next time. In the meantime, you just add more paths. Why do you add more paths? Surely more paths encourages more traffic, despite the fact that that makes no sense. There is the occasional person that wants to ride the Dinner Demolisher. Dude, people got off the SkyTrain and they're getting on my roller coaster. Or they are getting on my roller coaster. Oh. I can't spend that much, or I can't spend so much. Pardon me. I don't like how this area looks, and I've spent so much I can't go on the Dinner Demolisher. What do you mean you don't like how this area looks? Add in a little castle passage over here. Am I finally being punished for, like, not putting down a single theming element in my entire career? Like, this is not what Disneyland looks like. You go to, like, Universal Studios. I know this is just a mismatch of bullshit right now. If you go to Universal Studios, it's, like, packed on all sides with things designed to get you to spend money. That's not really what we've got set up here. We got a much more, like, let me put it this way. A theme park with a few less visual staging elements, without a doubt. But maybe if we build, like, have we sort of tried this before? Maybe if we build, like, a, you know, a village over here. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Maybe it takes a village to support the Dinner Demolisher. We're not making a lot of money, or any money. But it could be worse. It's almost like I'm seeing people in this section of the park now, and that's blowing my mind. Is this real life? Somebody just got on Rob's Redemption? We now have 100 and some lifetime guests in this area. How about Loopy Momo? Anybody going on Loopy Momo? I'm begging you. I'm begging. Yes! No! What? Why not? This place has great scenery. I want to go on Raise the Sun. Raise the Sun sucks. You don't want to go on Raise the Sun. It's garbage. ATM 22 is not accessible from the park entrance. completely my bad. Oh, there's ATMs on both sides of this thing. I see. So it should be like a building that faces this way. Excuse me. Yet also has a path that goes like this. That's fair. I think so that we don't plunge into bankruptcy, we should go to our lunch loser and just request maintenance, or refurbishment, I should say. Yeah. Even though it's $3,000. Money well spent, because this thing's making $5,000 a month. Basically keeping us afloat here. Loopy Momo 2 was broken down. We are, like, semi-consistently having people come here. But why are they not going? Oh, because it just broke down. Lovely, that's perfect timing. Now that we've actually driven people to this section of the park, they're being pushed away. The lunch loser has been fixed. We're gonna have to cull some businesses soon. And it seems like it's a bad thing, but it's actually a great thing. Dude! Look at how many people just got off the monorail. This is real. The monorail is sort of working. Once the dinner demolishers functions again. There we go. It's actually bringing people over. We should, like, build some more scenery elements to this aspect. That's not how my voice normally sounds. To this aspect. But for real, like, you know, these fancy thatches, dude. If we can just get... Maybe it's scenery. Maybe it's been scenery the whole time. And we'll just slowly, because we're not making very much money right now, build like a little Disney World fairy tale land here. And I know that this is a little uninspired. Just a little, you know, fairy tale alley, but at least it's something, you know? People will be like, oh, now I'm entering an area that actually has a theme. Beautiful. Now, we are losing money. We would be wise to cut unproductive rides before it becomes an issue. But I really think, and maybe this is how, like, every business owner feels before they lose all of their money, but I really think we're on the verge of a breakthrough here. I mean this sincerely. This is the first section of our park that actually has, I wouldn't say it has a theme, but it at least has the illusion of a theme. No, don't put that down there. I know the benches are on the path, okay? I can see this. We actually have people riding the SkyTrain. I'm very content to take a hit on the SkyTrain if it brings people to this section of the park. I want to follow them. I know our research project's ready to be revealed. I want to follow them as they get off here. A lot of them are taking seats on that bench and then immediately leaving, so that's pretty dope. Here we go. Here we go. The dinner demolisher. Don't break down. They love it. They love it. We've done it. We've solved the problem. And by solved the problem, I mean we may have injected, you know, maybe $100 worth of cash into our park every time that the SkyTrain runs. It probably costs us, like, you know, $50 to send the SkyTrain between two stations. And it also just broke down. But, you know, small price to pay, right? Something like that. By the way, nobody ever gets on at this station. But that's kind of okay. It's kind of what we want. Solar flare has been fixed, and our timer is done. And amazingly, we have sort of... I don't want to say that we pulled ourselves out of this, because I don't think that that's correct. However, people are going to this section of the park now. They go through the castle gates. They're walking around. Maybe we need to create, like, some more reasons to keep them, like, walking through these sections as well. Because honestly, like, for right now, they're just sort of like... I mean, there's, like, a section at the end that is visually interesting to these idiots. But before that, there's a lot of stuff that's, like, really boring. Which is, I think, fair. So, honestly, you gotta go through a lot of shit to get to the end of the rainbow right now. Is the SkyTrain functioning yet? It seems like we had some people... They, like, ride the SkyTrain, go down, sit on the bench, and then walk across this huge sky bridge here. I mean, as long as you're going to somewhere in the park where you can buy things. Oh my god. People are riding it. I don't believe it. How's this drink shack doing that we put down over here? It's losing money, but maybe not a ton right now. As ridiculous as this might seem, I'm going to continue to throw down, despite the fact that our timer just went off, I'm going to continue to throw down a little bit of extra fairy tale type stuff here. You know, throw down another castle passage or something like that. Where people go absolutely crazy over, like, you know, the Hogwarts area at a place like Universal Studios. This new section of our park is going to be that Hogwarts area. Except, instead of, like, being visually impressive, it's just going to be a huge amount of the same cookie-cutter buildings placed over and over and over. But, like, looking at this, are you not getting the slightest bit excited that we've actually created, like, almost a unique area of our park? We actually have, like, Fairy Tale Village. That's exciting. It's 7 houses or something stupid like that. But then we can build a path out from here. And then if we get people coming over here because they love Fairy Tale Village, then we throw down, you know, new rides over here. And they benefit from that. And maybe, just maybe, we're pulling out of this. I mean, we didn't make, like, $0 that month. Oh, we made $3,000. Disregard. I was looking at this month. That's pretty good. That's pretty okay. Considering that this is a period of, like, great investment for us. Look! Look! Rob's Redemption. People are riding Rob's Redemption. We have a lineup for Rob's Redemption. It only lost $300 last month. I think we've done it. After a gargantuan struggle, I think we have finally started to drive demand to one section of the park. We are going to need some more mechanics. Like, rides are breaking down every 2 seconds. But Rob's Ride, after years and years of disrepair, disrespect, it has finally gotten to the point where people are going to ride it. I think we may have started to do it. I'm not going to say we've done it. I'm going to say I think we finally started to do it. How's Loopy Momo doing? It's a start. Let's just put it that way. You know, it's got a long way to go. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Before we finish here, I am going to build one more probably hideous path. And that's just to connect these 2 different elements of the park here. And then will we spend some time putting trash cans down? We'll probably spend some time putting trash cans down, let's be honest. But I'm excited. I mean that genuinely. We may have solved one of the overarching problems with our Planet Coaster Park here. Northernlion's Funhouse will rise again. And we're making actually a lot of money when you consider that we don't deserve to be making like any right now. Like, we have so many rides that are not functional. The lunch... I just typed sin. And it totally found bin regardless. But I'm going to throw some trash cans down on the path here. And you know what? Might not be the worst idea to throw some trees down as well. We've really... like, we haven't done much for trees over this entire game so far. Go blueprints, trees. There you go, just a little bush collection. Here it is, the world's worst garden. But again, like, I'm starting to realize maybe I have been an idiot for far too long, and the secret wasn't really roller coasters. The secret was actually, like, hey, put down some freaking green stuff along your tracks, or along your paths, I should say, to avoid being confusing. And then it creates, like, the illusion of you actually caring about how your park looks, and then people see that, and they're like, yeah, I want to spend $15 to go on your roller coaster. I'm learning a very, like, potent lesson about human psychology right now. I mean, that's still pretty gross. Like, it's still kind of hideous, but look at this. The bank is coming in here. I guess before we finish as well, we have that extra research here. We'll reveal. Invincible. Coaster. Can we now build Brad's Rad Ribbon? Is the dream real, Fox? Hidden. Oh, we can build Hidden Dimensions now, which has terrible stats and costs $20,000. But at the very least, we can place it. And do we have anything else new? I don't think so. That's a Michael A.L. Fox coaster there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode as mentioned. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, though, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.